We here at JoBlo have been chomping at the bit for news. So is there any update that you can give us on the Spawn film?
So let me just say that, like, the big news of us making the deal and us getting the money and us doing the production, that answer is coming this year, right? That's a guarantee, right? The question is just like where it lands at that point. There's too much sort of momentum, too many sort of good pieces involved, right?
Yeah.
And one of the big pieces right now, I think, is that, you know, one of the main writers, a gentleman by the name of Scott Silver, who's writing the script with a buddy of his. He's the one that wrote the script with Todd Phillips, the director of Joker 1 and Joker 2. And I think Joker 2, I think it's going to catch people off guard, and I think it's going to be, I mean, remember, the first movie was $1 billion movie. So this one, could it do $1 billion again in this weird climax? If it can, in the climate, that we're in, that would almost be a magic trick to get $1 billion and R-rated, right? And Oppenheimer sort of almost got there. So could Joker 2 with Lady Gaga in it do it? And
no.
It's possible.
Well, and are Jamie Foxx and Jeremy Renner still involved?
Until somebody says otherwise, right? Again, what ends up happening, Hollywood's again an interesting place that actors, writers, directors, everybody, producers, they all have schedules, and the windows of opportunities open and close, right? You've read about it before. Plenty of people have been attached to projects, and then other stuff come along and something gets delayed, and you just got to show your schedule. So until somebody sort of tells me in my ear, right, that these gentlemen are not involved for whatever reason, then I assume, I haven't heard otherwise. Nobody's talking to me about anybody with antsy feet.
No.
So let's go, right? And then once you do go, depending on who's involved at any given time, because there might just be a window that opens up, and the studio who's paying for the movie, and hopefully movies, will basically go, here's our opening, right? Here we're looking at our schedule, and here's our opening. We need a movie there. You need to fill that slot, and then it's like, well, to fill that slot, we got to start filming here, and the question is, who's available at that time?
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, we'll have our script, but then in terms of actors and supporting cast and directors and cinematographers and even just the entire crew, right? So all that will be determined when the final contract is sort of inked, and we've got sort of dates that we're all climbing towards. The final answers to all these questions will then get solidified.